Good morning, my YouTube family. In an article where Hubert Williams vows to write off James Robinson's political career in St. Thomas Western. Now, you guys gonna see at the end, whatever he's saying, but I'm gonna read what the article says. People's National Party caretaker for St. Thomas Western, Councillor Hubert Williams, has vowed to write off the political career of longtime Jamaica Labour Party MP James Robertson in the upcoming general election expected by September. Williams, addressing a St. Thomas rally on Saturday, appeared to brush off any political fallout from charges of assault and obstruction leveled against him by the police over a recent altercation. Meanwhile, PNP caretaker for St. Thomas Eastern Councillor Yvonne Rosemary Shaw renewed her criticism of the $10.3 million monthly rent the St. Thomas Municipal Corporation will pay for space at the Morant Bay Urban Centre. She called it a wicked act and pledged that a future PNP administration would correct it. Shaw is seeking to unseat the JLP's Dr. Michelle Charles. So that's what the article says, and you guys at the end of this note will hear Mr. Robertson in his speech, and Mrs. Shaw. So thank you guys for listening. God bless.
2 years ago, me tell the party leader, right yourself. So no care what nobody do. I him are the next Prime Minister of Jamaica. He don't say so. Yeah. So in closing, I want to say, no care what them do, no care what them try. Remember me telling you 10 years ago that I was ordained to lead this place. 10 years ago me telling you that. So we don't watch what they want to do. And you know what, me not going to talk about it. Because come the next election, which is only weeks away, I will write off the political career of James Robertson. Yes, sir.
The caucus of councillors of the People's National Party met, and we spoke about the $10.3 million. That is a wicked act. We caucused, and at the last parish council meeting, we mandated Comrade Williams to speak on it. And I'm sure that most of you did not know that those atrocities were being committed by the government of the day. Can you imagine? How would I go and explain to the people of Morant Bay Division and to the people of Eastern St. Thomas, to speak on behalf of my councillors, that your road can't get fixed, your water supply is in bad shape, your community centers are in bad shape, and then we're going to go in a building to pay rent for $10.3 million? It's a wicked shame. The People's National Party is going to put people first as we used to. Put people first. If you were thinking about the poor citizens of St. Thomas, you would be talking about paying rental for a municipal corporation for $10.3 million. And comrades, the bridge broke down in Bamboo River. The bridge that Fenton Ferguson and myself as councillor constructed 20 years ago broke down. And the matter was taken to the council. And lo and behold, you hear all kind of stories about who sending material. You know, up to today, I had to borrow, and Comrade Williams can bear me out. I had to borrow $1.2 million to fix Bamboo River Bridge. And then you are going to tell me that you are a government who care. You are going to tell me about prosperity. Comrades, the last thing I have to say, in these hands, you are safe. Yes. You are safe with the People's National Party. And I am saying tonight, the evil that has done us wrong must go back where they came from.
Glad to hear what Janice Allen saying. Yeah, man, she's giving a nice piece of speech there. And I love how them are big up Mama P. Because they said the hospital where Portia seems to help to provide. Yeah, they say they're going to name it after her. And that's a very, very, very good idea. Because when these people, when we do a good work, we deserve some props, you know? We deserve some props, man. And trust me, and the other side, we bright enough who are named for them people after it. Because they did it before, name others highway for other people when the right side of people, the right person will get it, not get it. So, you know, so that's very nice. That's very nice. Anyway, Mama Peace, may God bless her, guide her, and keep her. Thank you.
We are not here to make false or empty promises, but I will say to you, I am also committed to ensuring that the hospital that was a gift because of Portia Simpson Miller, the Children's Hospital, the People's National Party got the funding for that hospital, and we shall open it. And when we open it, it shall be called the Portia Simpson Miller Hospital.
Here, Mr. Golin, you know, he declares that there's no third term for the Prime Minister because guess what? Pure lies and deceit and promises, and we all know it's true. So you're gonna hear him when he's giving his speech and what he stands for. Yeah, you're gonna hear him all because we can't live off promises. You can't live off promises because a promise. What the word say? A promise is a comfort to a fool. So who wants to sit down there and live off of promises and wait for promises? Sorry for them. So thank you all for listening. Thank you.
I stand before you as a Jamaican man who believes that this country is greater than what we've been asked to accept. We are better than the broken health system where Cornwall Regional Hospital has been under repair for years, burning through billions and billions of taxpayers' dollars, while the people of St. James and Western Jamaica are still without proper health care. It is a disgrace, and there has been no accountability for the worst situation in health care ever in the history of the country. We are better, Jamaica, than the dirty cities that we have to live in, where garbage piles up, where traffic has no order, where street lights don't work, and where raw sewage often runs in the road for people having to hop, skipping, and jumping to avoid it. We are better than the heavy burden of the cost of living that the people have been carrying. And Comrade Ian Hayes, Vice President, took you through a comparison of the prices of so many essential basic items. And you can see that prosperity is an illusion. There is no prosperity. There is sufferation and hardship and frustration. And that is why there is no third term loading. There will be no third term. There will be a new term for the People's National Party, because Jamaica wants change. I want a Jamaica where a child in Norwood or in Mount Salem or King Street has just as much chance to achieve their dreams as a child in Iron Shore or in Cherry Gardens in Kingston. I want a Jamaica where the people of Granville, of Bogue, of Anchevy, of Gatadupa have hospital where the healing of the sick takes place. Schools where all our children learn to read and write and to handle numbers. And communities that thrive in a spirit of togetherness and progress. I want a Jamaica where the garbage is collected and the roads are maintained. Water is provided to communities and in households. And public services are reliable and affordable for the people. I want a Jamaica where people do not just work in tourism, but they thrive in it, and where they can look to become owners of a piece of the tourism industry. Where Sam Sharp's legacy of justice and freedom and the policies we deliver will be manifestations of that legacy, and the lives that we uplift will be a testament to honor the legacy of Samuel Daddy Sharp. This is the Jamaica I see, and this is the Jamaica we are working to build, with clean hands, with a good heart, and with sound minds. We are not just promising better, we are preparing to make better come. That is why we are giving St. James 5 brilliant, capable young leaders, men and women who are ready to serve, ready to work, and ready to walk with the people every step of the way to progress. Comrades, we are approaching the prospect of government with a series of policies and programs which are designed to make life better for all Jamaicans, to tackle the real issues that the country faces. When I think about the issue of land, I know here in St. James there are many families living on land for many, many years, and they don't have security of tenure, they don't have no title. They are held back by land law that was crafted in colonial times as part of the evolution out of the days of slavery, which Sam Sharp and the other heroes fought against. Time come to modify those laws to empower our people so they can become owners instead of what some people call squatters. The next People's National Party is going to have a positive program of restoring ownership to the people using the lands that government own, where they have occupied those lands for at least 25 years. And they will get their titles. And furthermore, if they haven't made 25 years but they want to buy, we will enter into arrangements for them to buy on terms that they can afford, because we want the people of Jamaica to be empowered by owning a piece of the rock. And this is going to affect hundreds of thousands of Jamaicans, not only here in St. James, but all across the country. It is why our housing policy is focused on delivering affordable houses to the people. We have had many, many houses built in this country over the last 9 years, but the vast majority of those houses are out of reach of ordinary Jamaicans. They cannot afford those houses. Young Jamaicans who go through school and do well, some of them get to university and get a degree, they get a job, but they can't afford houses that are selling for the 20s and 30s and $40 million. We are going to build 50,000 affordable houses. We're going to do it on lands that are publicly owned lands but are not suitable for agriculture. And we are not going to include the value of the land in the price of the house. So you will get it at a good discount of $2 to $3 million, courtesy of the progressive policies of the People's National Party. We are going to restore the National Housing Trust to its proper mission. So all those young Jamaicans who want to own a home and are struggling and can't do it because they can't find the money to cover the deposit, we are establishing the Young Persons Deposit Fund in the National Housing Trust. $1 billion, which we will restore to $1 billion every year. And they will get a grant. That is money that you don't have to pay back. They will get a grant towards paying down on a house. Anyone up to 35 years who's been contributing to the fund for at least 2 years will qualify for that grant. And they will step up onto the ladder of ownership and will start to live the Jamaican dream. We have the First in Family program for young people. I have seen so many cases of brilliant young Jamaicans. Did well in school, studied hard, got a raft of subjects at CXC, keep themselves out of trouble, want to pursue tertiary education in university or college, but the parents can't cross it and they don't get to go. And we are saying, if you are the first person in your family to qualify for tertiary institution education, university or college, the People's National Party will ensure that you get to go with a full scholarship so you can step up in life. And we expect you to pay it forward and lift your brothers and sisters forward with you, because we want to stop poverty moving from one generation to the next. I stand before you as a Jamaican man who believes that...
Please like, share, and subscribe my YouTube family. Thank you.